So after 2008, did you notice any marked difference in the accessibility or quality of jobs?
Well, as far as finding a job, it's become much harder. I think that's pretty obvious. I mean, everyone I know, it's been a lot harder to find work. I know last time, before I found the job I have now, it took at least 3 months, 4 months. When I was younger, I know I could find a job within a week. I work at Borders, the bookstore, and actually they're filing for they actually did file for bankruptcy, and they're going to be closing, I think, about a third of their stores in the coming months or so. So I'll probably be out of a job again, so I'll have to start looking. Yeah, it's definitely rough.
Yeah. What about your parents or the people around you, and the jobs that they're holding? Have you noticed any changes in those?
Well, my father, he's a truck driver, and he's worked for the, he actually delivers retail to a lot of the malls north of Boston, and he's noticed a huge decline in work. He used to work 60 plus hours a week. He loved it. He made decent money. Lately, he's been off Mondays, Tuesdays. No shipments going out. People aren't really shopping. So, yeah, it's definitely rough on him. He's not used to it. He says it's the worst it's been in probably the past 10, 15 years. He's definitely not used to it.
So, what about your health care? When you're sick and need to see a doctor, are you able to do that?
Well, I try to avoid going to the doctor. Well, money reasons, I don't feel like paying the copay. I do have health insurance right now. I'm lucky because a lot of people don't. And I know a lot of people have been trying to get mass health that takes forever. It's impossible. I know a lot of people with problems who cannot get health insurance. And it's really just sick, so, yeah.
What about food? Have you noticed any difference in food security or the food security of people around you?
As far as the prices of food, yeah, I mean, I live off cereal and skim milk, so yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, food's expensive, gas is awful. My check goes into my gas tank. Yeah.
Do you ever have to choose between one necessity and another, like food or
Well,
healthcare?
I've been lucky actually. I mean, I own a dog, and I mean, yeah, I get food for him, and I just eat grilled cheese sandwiches and cereal. I try not to go out to eat as much, in fact, if at all. I know people who lost their jobs, and they're way worse off than me right now, so I'm actually doing fairly well. As well as I could be doing, but things could be a lot worse, so.
What do you think about general perception of people around the economy, general perceptions right now that you're hearing, just dominant narratives about the economy?
Negativity. I'm actually, like in 2008, I was working with my father, and that's when it was all negative. The economy was going down, blah, 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 and it was actually happening. And I feel like lately they've been talking about this rise and things getting better, but I really don't buy it. I say the general consensus is the economy is not doing very well, and the United States is most likely not going to be the same country it was in the 80s or the 90s in the coming years.
What do you think about the American dream?
I think the American dream, I don't think that is very, the American dream to me is just capitalism working for people, and that's not happening right now.